So good. It's super warm in here. Good morning everybody, welcome to another episode of me building this thing. So of course we're building a performance installation, and as I told you in the previous video, that is about making the connection between sustainability and humanitarian issues. Part of that sustainability issue is of course energy related, with oil and gas being the literal and figurative fuel for many conflicts. Ukraine, Iraq, the Niger Delta. Have a search on oil wars and you see a Wikipedia article listing all the wars that had a major part that had to deal with oil. But the sustainability challenge also has a big part that has to do with recycling, production and consumption. For this installation I've set myself the goal to use as many second-hand and recycled resources as possible. The bikes, the hoverboard motors, the charge controllers, the batteries, the cables, the displays, most of that is reused. And now you might be thinking, well, the sustainability recycling is all nice and good, but buying it secondhand also saves you a lot of money, right? That may also be a reason why you're doing it. Well, no, actually. With the cost of outsourced label production and transport being so low as they are, even with current prices, it is still very economical to buy new rather than used, especially for entrepreneurs and businesses. The three main reasons for this are time, taxes and risk. All of those factors make the cost difference between new and used smaller and smaller, so the benefit of buying used gets smaller and smaller. First, when running a business, you have to factor in your own time or the time of the people who are working for you. Basically, all the time it takes you to search for a product, to interact with the seller, arrange shipping, negotiate, that all makes the product essentially more expensive because other paying labor could have been done in those hours. Second, taxes. It's really easy to just buy something new, slap the invoice in your administration and you're done. You get a tax deduction for the price of the purchased goods, and the VAT, or BTW for you Dutchies, gets refunded to you through your VAT declaration. With second-hand items, you don't have an invoice, so it's a big hassle to get it into your administration, which increases the time spent on this product, and there's certainly no deductible VAT. So then the price gap between new and used gets about 20% smaller, which makes it even less interesting for businesses and entrepreneurs to buy second-hand. And last but not least, there's risk. Now, I don't want to say that people like to screw you over, but there is certainly less infrastructure to deal with returns, refunds and replacements, and there's often zero warranty. Of course, there is eBay's buyer's protection, and the Dutch Marktplaats has a similar system that helps a great deal. But still, returning secondhand stuff and getting a refund is a huge pain in the bum compared to returning something that you bought new. Wait, stop it there! After recording that, I realized that I completely glossed over the fact that a lot of companies now offer second-hand options too. They save you a lot of time searching and negotiating, and they oftentimes also offer you at least some form of warranty and or return policy. Oh, by the way, I have a new mic. Wait, check it out. It's so fluffy! Anyway, I imagine this is a trend that really kicked off during the pandemic because most of those second-hand items those companies offer are actually returned items that people sent back, didn't like, or that are refurbished. That being said, there is still no VAT included in the price even when buying secondhand from a company. So it's a very good option for consumers to get new or almost new products at a very good price in an at least somewhat sustainable manner. But thanks to the absence of the VAT, the price difference for businesses and entrepreneurs is still often negligible. I thought I'd clarify that a bit. There's so much to talk about. Well, anyway, let's get back to the video. Especially as a consumer, it can really save you a lot of money, and it's by far the most responsible way to acquire new stuff. You're not throwing your money at some gold hoarding dragon, you're not encouraging modern slavery, and you're not supporting a whole supply chain of pollution. But as a business, it only really starts making sense at a certain price point that justifies the effort and the potential risk involved. Having said all this is exactly why I'm trying to recycle as much stuff for this installation as possible. I do not throw my money at a gold hoarding dragon, I'm not encouraging modern slavery, and I'm not supporting a whole supply chain of pollution. Now, I could make a whole video that talks about true pricing and everything that goes into that, but that's something for another day, because today we still have to do a lot of bike testing. Let's go! So, instead of the battery, I hooked up this 100 watt LED, and if that works fine, we'll see what other loads we can put on this thing to see how much power we can generate. Hey, there we go! Big derp! No, wait. A second attempt, 30 volt, 1 amp. Shift gears, 33 volt, 3 amps, 100 watt, bam! I think I need to have a kilowatt load. Okay, so that's gonna be the next step. Figure out how much power I can generate. So, water cookers are basically just water-cooled resistors. So I just connected this AC 2200 watt water cooker to my DC circuit. Yeah, do not try this at home. I have a fire extinguisher over there. I just hope that it's gonna act as a sort of power sink. That I can just throw a lot of power in there and measure the power output of my bike with my trusty multimeters. I don't know what voltage my rectifiers can handle. Fuck. 400 volts, 25 amps. We'll just see where we get. 70 volts, 3 amps. So that's 210 watts. I cannot do this for 5 minutes, but I think I'm limited by the load. I think if the load was heavier, I could do less revolutions with more power. So I think I'll need to come up with a better load. More resistors. And these are, I think, 500 watts. Whatever. Extension cord. Bam! Ooh, that feels much heavier. Oh my god, they're lighting up! Oh, this is amazing! 60 volts, 5 amps. I need more load, more lamps. Better extension cord. But Jurriaan, aren't you gonna unroll the extension cord? No, not today. Fuck you! Yes. Let me reposition this. Yeah, so... yeah, I have 8 halogen. I have 8 halogen lamps and a water cooker. Ooh, this is some serious load. Oh, they're glowing. 6 amps, 7 amps. 60 volts. No, wait, what? I cannot hit the 60 volts anymore, but I had it at 7 amps, 60 volts. So that's 420 watts. That's pretty decent. 420 watts. Let's see if I'm not stupid. Times 7 is 420. Yes, 420. Oh! I have an even heavier gear. Okay, one last try. 7.5 amps at 63 volts is 472.5 watts. And that's peak for me. That's pretty peak. Zoom in for dramatic effect. That's it. I generate 472.5 watts right now, peak performance. That's gonna be it for today. Now I have a much better understanding about what amount of power I'm dealing with. So now it's to the drawing board and figure out which kind of converter, charge controller, something I'm gonna need. And after that, find the stuff secondhand online, or if I can't find it, order it, and get back to building. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Hope to see you in the next episode. Bye. 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 Dramatic tilt. Dramatic zoom. Dramatic zoom in. Dramatic pan. Dramatic pan tilt. Dramatic pan tilt zoom. Bye!